Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is to follow up on my last one, 5 things to do before a date. This is 5 things to do on a date. Now, basically to follow up on the last point I made on the last video, when you get to the restaurant, the first thing is manners. Kind of like my last one. Manners is when you open the door to the restaurant, guide her in, and once you guide her in, slide her chair under for her. Like try to slide her chair back, let her sit, and then push the chair back in. That's it. That's it for manners. Now, step 2, conversation. Now, for most guys, if you're on a date with a really attractive girl, kind of like my last one was, here are 3 simple conversation starters. Just ask her how her day was, and if she says bad, ask her what was so bad about it. If it says good, ask her what's so good about it and keep talking about that for at least around about half the time. And then the third thing is basically just ask her what her favorite hobby is. Because there's nothing more attractive to a woman than a guy who has the same interest in as her. Now, for step 3, I'd say for that one, I would say basically how to touch her. And by that, I don't mean anything kind of creepy or disgusting or anything. I mean whenever you're on a date and your guys are like we're sitting like right next to each other, like close to her. Basically, like when she's just don't have her arms on the table or anything, put your arm around her and kind of like snuggle with her. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if you're the only ones at the table. Unless it's one of those communal tables, then you're gonna feel really awkward because if you're in one of those, if you're at like a booth at a restaurant and there's like one other couple sitting with you, it's gonna feel pretty awkward. Unless it's like a double date, then you're not gonna feel as awkward because it could be with a friend of yours. So now, step 4, compliments. Now, when I say compliments, I don't mean shower her with compliments the entire time. I say that whenever you compliment a girl, say maybe around 3 compliments for the night and then just break it off. Like whenever you guys get to the restaurant, compliment her on her dress, her hair, and better yet, her eyes. Because there's nothing more beautiful than a way a girl's eyes look, complimented with the way her hair looks. Because that basically makes and breaks what the girl's gonna think about you. If you say something like that she looks bad or she looks like trash or something, there's no way that you're gonna get another date. Let me go over a couple things you can say to make her like you. For compliments, basically say how beautiful her eyes are. Or just say how beautiful her hair is. Simple as that. Now, and another thing, if you say how beautiful her hair or smile is, and she starts smiling, just say how beautiful her smile is, okay? Now, there's nothing more beautiful than when a girl smiles. Especially when a girl laughs. I mean, compliment her on her laugh, too. Okay? Then, if you compliment her on her hair, eyes, smile, or laugh in general, then you're gonna score yourself a second date. Yeah, I don't mean the Netflix and chill kind of date either. That is like way down the line. And for most of you guys, I wouldn't even recommend that. Comment down below if you know what I'm talking about. Now, step 5. The end of the date. Now, for most of you guys, you might have to bring her home after the date, or her parents might. I don't know. Depends on if you have a car or not. But yeah. Now, let me tell you a little something from a personal experience. I remember the last time I was on a date, I was actually kind of nervous to meet my girlfriend's parents formally. I mean, I met them before, but never really formally. So basically, the thing is, don't embarrass yourself in front of her parents. Here are the few things you got to do whenever you meet her parents. Compliment their daughter in front of them. Let's say, oh, you have a really nice daughter, and she's really beautiful, and I like being with her. Now, when it comes to try to win over her dad, no, not gonna lie, that is hard. I mean, it was hard for me, kinda, but not gonna lie, my girlfriend's dad was nice as could be. Now, basically, just tell him that he has a nice. Basically, say he has a nice. You have a nice daughter, and one thing to really seal the deal to make sure you're not a wimp in front of her dad, a firm handshake. Now that could basically break it. Put your hand out, firm handshake. Say it was nice to go on a date with your daughter. Like, you don't need to say your daughter. Basically, say it was nice to be on a date with so and so, and that's it. Then you're golden. Then you're gonna score another date with your girlfriend. Now, if you found this video interesting, hit that like button, subscribe, share this video with a friend, and comment down below. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Adios.